been trying to do throughout is to find a new way of weaving together the documentary and the dramatic.
I think that after all these years, there are still many stories associated with D-Day that haven't been told and really do deserve to be told.
You need to know what the quest is, who's in charge, and who's fighting it. When you know that, you can then bring out the individual stories that add the colour and the extraordinary dynamics that they all have.
When you attempt to tell a story as complex and demanding as D-Day, it's really important that you find the right sort of team. That's why Dangerous Films were chosen to make this film.
It's a huge, epic film, and it takes a lot of people and a lot of different disciplines. We're developing here a sort of a new genre of drama, documentary, storytelling, and that brings needs a lot of people to do that.
A great secret of doing these very extensive projects is to surround yourself with really good people, who will do the same job you're doing in production design, in costume, in script, in the editing. You can show them a world, you can try and take them somewhere, then they can look at the bits that they need to work on and start throwing up extra things to you.
This beach is Omaha Beach today, and we want to extend it to be have all the obstacles on it, and there were millions of obstacles on Omaha, so we've only got 12 hedgehogs and 2 hen balkans. This is really the start. What we're doing here is the start, and all the extensions, all the stuff going down the beach for miles, all the planes, all the tanks, everything is all going to be put in afterwards.
Big shot, this one. This is the sword shot. What we're going to do is we've got a big long shot of the beach. We've got actors attacking in the foreground. And we're going to put some computer-generated boats in the foreground, as if they're coming off them. And then, as you look far up the beach, we've got to get rid of all the holiday makers for a start, and then replace them with soldiers attaching to the beach. And also, this is England, so we've got to make it look like France, and it's got to look like the French village, which is probably on fire. So, big shot. Looking forward to this one.
It's been a nightmare because the tide's gone in and out, look, you see, by about a quarter of a mile each time, and we're trying to sort of get the whole unit to walk with it and go back with it. It's very difficult. Can you just communicate by Motorola?
Tom, the Motorola's not dead.
Oh, fantastic.
We've bought a lot of stuff because it's cheaper to buy it and own it and destroy it than it is to hire it. So that's why we buy a lot of the uniform bits, so we can actually blow holes in it and get it in the water without worrying about damaging it.
We wanted a kind of reportage feeling, and also the idea of this collage of different looks and feels. We shot some Super 16, we shot with a DV camera, we shot with an ordinary digibeta camera, we shot with vintage 16mm cameras, and also shot some Super 8 as well.
Our command of special effects has changed enormously. It's now possible for us to recreate sites from history authentically and so well.
I mean, if you think about it, when we were filming on the beach, we only had one boat, and that had to go at midday each day. So we've actually put all of the boats in digitally. We've put all of the planes in digitally. Because I mean, quite a lot of the shots, when we were filming them, there was nothing there for us to point the camera at. And it's quite a sort of gutsy thing to do, to shoot that much stuff when there's actually nothing there, with a sort of trust that you can actually put shot, these quite big set pieces in the background.
Majority of the Omaha stuff are three-dimensional computer graphics soldiers that we've had motion capture done, so the run cycle is very realistic and the walk cycle is very realistic. The clouds have been put in with some slight movement on, barrage balloons, and foreground smoke. All these elements have been put in by us, so it's got a lot to sort of hold up to.
There will come a time, obviously, when there won't be veterans around any longer, and it's important to capture their memories. and present them in a new and exciting format for television, so that we were able to tell the younger generation, not only of today, but younger generations in the future, really what happened on June the 6th, 1944.